Hey y'all, it's your travel bestie Kat, and we're headed to Morocco today. My friends just got back, and I'm so excited to have them on my podcast to talk about their trip and how much fun they had, and why you should go to Morocco too and add it to your list. So take a second, like this channel, follow this podcast, and give me a thumbs up. Let's go. All right, Morocco podcast. One of us is from outer space, one's in San Francisco. A tour at home. This is fabulous. Okay. So this is your travel bestie Kat, and you guys went to Morocco. So was this Hanna's idea, and did she talk everyone into it?
Of course she did.
Of course she did. How did you pick Morocco, Hanna?
Well, it was originally supposed to be an Algeria trip.
Mhm.
And this other chick who was supposed to go with me to Algeria wanted to go to Morocco. And then we're doing an Algeria trip. And so I planned for Algeria and Morocco. Well, while planning for Algeria, kind of find out you can't get a visa unless you go to a US embassy.
Oh.
And there's only 3 in the United States. Or you have to mail off your passport, and you don't get it back for like up to 3 weeks. So that was definitely something we weren't going to do for Algeria. Algeria still doesn't do e-visas like most people in the world. And anyway, so Algeria was off the table, and then so we started planning just for Morocco. And then it ended up her schedule and my schedule didn't mesh, but I still wanted to go. So I started researching anyways, because I had already been contacting this Morocco travel agency, the one that Yusuf works for. And so what's cool about that travel agency, you can change to whatever you want, however many days, different places you want to go. You don't have to stick to their schedule. And they're very easy to communicate with and everything. So anyways, going to go to Morocco, and then Bonnie, who's not on this podcast, came to my house, and I was telling her I was going to Morocco, and she said she wanted to go. I'm like, okay. And during this time, I had hit up Carlos, because Carlos is my international travel buddy, because we had already done Albania, and I hit him up, and he said that he was interested. I'm like, all right, so that was 2 people right there. Kat couldn't go, just putting it there. And then Rachel and I were at a birthday party, and I was telling Rachel about my Morocco trip, and she said she was interested. So included her into the emails, and that's pretty much how it all got started.
Nice. Okay, what did you guys expect Morocco to be like versus what was it actually like? Did you have any preconceived notions, Rachel?
I thought it was going to be a lot more desert, a lot more people crowded together, and a lot more people like dressed in, and I don't know what the correct word is, but in the robes that go to their ankles than just regular clothing.
And so were they more in regular clothing than traditional garb?
I thought so. At least in the cities, it was a lot more, um, pants and shirts. I mean, the women were still in dresses, and again, I don't know the correct terminology for their what they wear, um, but it was more like you would see in any kind of city. So I was surprised at that.
That's cool. How about you, Hanna? Did you have any preconceived notions?
Everywhere I read, I mean, I knew that they mostly spoke Arabic. And I guess it just makes sense that half of them speak French. Well, most of them speak French and Arabic. They go to school, they learn three languages: English, French, and Arabic.
Oh,
So
that's really cool.
and I was expecting wear the robe outfits. I can't remember what. I know it sounds really bad because I've been to the Middle East a lot, and you think I would know by now, but Carlos probably knows because he's been there several times. Um, but yeah, I was expecting to wear those outfits and look like Spaniards.
Was
Um,
it a hammam? Is that what it's called? Hammam,
maybe.
maybe. So, Carlos, you've been to Morocco several times. This wasn't your first time?
No, Middle East. He's been in the Middle East.
The Middle East.
So that's
Gotcha.
he should know what the name of those robes are because it's I can't remember it.
Okay, well, what was everyone's favorite Moroccan food or drink?
It's Rachel's turn.
Go, Rachel.
Chicken tangine by far, and of course the coffee. I'm a coffee girl,
I
but
was going to
tea
ask
was
about the
pretty awesome
coffee.
too. Like I started really enjoying the tea at the end.
Oh, I do love tea. So was the coffee really strong?
It just reminded me of like an espresso.
Okay.
So they the little K cups they had, but a lot of all of the different places we stopped, it was, hey, would you like some coffee? So you could get a little bit of coffee every stop, and I'm a coffee drinker. Like I'll drink a pot a day, so I really enjoyed um, going into each little area and getting coffee.
Nice. Hannah, what was your favorite food while you were there?
Um, I want to say I didn't have one bad meal there. The food out there is amazing, and you don't pay that much money, and you get this big ass meal. You pay probably about, I don't know what, $8 or $7, and you have like a 6 or 7 course meal. They eat a lot of breads. They always give you a ginormous big bread to eat, and they're all about the chicken, but every meal was awesome. I loved it.
Now, is their food spicy?
The food was excellent. It was amazing. They had spicy, but it was like kind of spicy to your kind of your choice, but not really, really. Yeah, but it was amazing. It was amazing.
Did you like the coffee too?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I still think that the strongest espresso is still in Italy. So, I mean, taste wise, yes, they're up there, but as far as the strongest and I think the best espresso is in Italy. So, tea is amazing though. Mint tea for everybody.
Yeah, I'm not a big tea person, but I did like their tea. And they always serve tea at the end of the meal.
Oh, did you go on any excursions? And what was your favorite one?
I think our whole trip was an excursion.
Yeah,
I would get that, yeah. But like, did you go on any desert adventure, a camel ride?
we did go to the Sahara Desert.
Yeah, how many people can say it? And it was better than glamping because our tent had air condition and a toilet. I mean, we didn't have to use the air condition because it wasn't hot enough, and it had a shower in it, and beds and electricity.
This was a tent?
Yeah, but it was like kind of awkward. Every time I had to take a poop, I had to make sure I turned on the music on my phone because it's not like it's a room. It's literally like a tent thing that goes around the little actual toilet. So I
Okay, fair, fair.
spray a bunch of my Bath and Body Works body spray afterwards. I know it's probably TMI, but
Yeah, that
So
was a lot of great
how long were
information.
you guys out there glamping in your fabulous air conditioned tent?
one day and one night.
Oh, that's cool.
Got there at night because we rode camels for over an hour to get to our tent spot, and they delivered our luggage um there to the tent site, and then we just had to roll our suitcases to our tent. There was a lot of people there in our little tent city thing. I mean, not a lot. I guess there's probably about 100 or something.
Yeah, and then we all met for dinner there as well, and then they had a big fire pit, and they did drums, and we're doing some songs around the fire pit till like probably about 1 o'clock in the morning. It was really cool.
That's really neat. Okay, out of everybody on the trip, who was the unofficial trip leader? I suspect I know.
Yeah,
Hanna.
it's, that's no questions asked.
Oh. Did anybody try and haggle for anything if you were in any markets?
Yes, yes. I mean, there was haggle room for certain, well, mostly, I think it was pretty much most areas except, I think one area we went to where they wasn't budging, or actually a couple areas we went to, they wasn't budging on the price. But for the most part, yeah. And, it's also good to have, definitely have somebody who's from there, on the trip because, um, they can work out things and apparently I don't even know, but I look Moroccan, I guess. So found that out. Found
Okay.
that out. So yeah, there was a bunch of people that came up to me and was like, and I'm like, yeah, okay. But it was a good time. Good time. Good time. And also I gotta add with the greatest people. Yes, the greatest people. All y'all. Hmm.
Aw.
Yeah, I think our group, like, we got along really well. Me a couple times, pretty sure Carlos wanted to kill me,
Oh
but
yeah. It should add the famous picture of us
no kidding.
with, under
But
the heart.
yeah, and I think what made the trip like the best is that we hit all the major cities in Morocco, and it was easy for us because we went to that travel agency. I can't remember what they're called. Morocco Fabulous Travel. And Yusuf is our driver, and he spoke perfect English, speaks obviously perfect Arabic and French. And when he told us, asked us about haggling, he would tell us, like this is what you usually would tip. If you tip anything more than this, it's a lot. And he would also help us haggle.
Oh,
So
nice.
I mean, obviously, we're not going to get a price as low as a Moroccan, but I mean, still lower than a regular. Like if we would have just gone there by ourselves, tourist person, using Google Translate.
Hmm. So would you definitely recommend using him and this company for a guided tour as opposed to trying to navigate it on your own?
1000%.
I would definitely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
sorry.
Especially because, like when we were in the different areas, he's like, we're going to be going to where these carpets are made, or we're going to be going to where the pottery is going to be made. So hold off and get it at the source, because you can haggle the prices better, but you also know that it's authentic. Where if you go to, like, say, Casablanca and you buy something, you may not, maybe you're getting it from made in China, you don't know, and so it's better to go to the actual place where everything is made, in order to get something that's authentic to bring
I
home with
love
you.
that. And you'd only know that if you were with a local, right? With a
Right,
guide.
right. That and the driving. I mean, they drive completely differently over there, and so I liked not having to worry about driving or the traffic or any of that. Just being taken care of from point A to point B, and it was amazing. That travel agency was phenomenal.
Who took 7,000 photos?
Carlos.
He was your official photographer for the trip.
Mostly.
Okay. Who was always running late?
Carlos.
Anna,
Oh,
Anna.
bullshit. You're such a liar. Your shirt says,
Hey,
what would you do? That's not what Jesus wouldn't lie. Admit your sins. And he's active duty. I just want to also put that out there.
Okay. Was there one moment that made you stop and think, wow, I can't believe we're really here? Something that was just so spectacular?
yeah, the whole trip. I think the one thing that like I told Rachel this, and well, yeah, I told Rachel this that you will never be able to capture on a camera what your eyes see. So you have to go and experience it yourself. You have to. But every single thing from the details to the mosque and everywhere and the meaning and plus every little cobblestone that they put together to make whatever everything the whole country pretty much is amazing. Is amazing. It's a lot of culture. It's a lot of details, agriculture too as well. When you go to every different city, does something. and they do trade amongst their own country. So it's very rich. The country is very rich within itself. And that's what makes it like, it makes us think like we get all this stuff and, we got seedless watermelons and all that stuff like that. And, but I know one thing when we went there, we ate and everything else like that. I got sick when I came back. Yeah, I did. And I don't know if it's because I ate good, clean food and then came back here and well, I can't say anything and I don't really want to talk about the company that I ate because I don't want to put nobody under the bus. But yep, I did eat fast food and I got sick immediately. Had food poisoning.
When I got to the States.
Yeah.
None of us got sick in Morocco.
Huh?
No, none of us.
Not in Morocco after coming back.
Yeah.
So I think the food over there was very clean, very, very clean, fresh.
Yes.
And they always were making, like, everything was made fresh. Like, you're not getting any, leftovers for yesterday. They make everything fresh. So it's amazing.
That might be why you got sick. Yeah. When you came back, you just got so used to that. And then things here are so processed,
Yes, absolutely. It is. It is.
Anything funny happen on the trip?
I think every day was an adventure, especially with our group. This is just every day we always had something to laugh about. Even me falling asleep in a van. I mean, simple things.
That and the person that did our tour in Fez halfway through started calling Carlos Marcos. So we decided to call Carlos Marcos the rest of the trip. And that was kind of funny.
That is funny.
Yeah.
God, that's his Moroccan name.
Yeah, so that's his Moroccan name.
Marcos. Marcos, did you have a mini meltdown anytime during the trip while you were traveling with all the ladies?
No comment. me and I just say my sister always has one kind of disagreement on every trip we go on, but it's love. It's love.
Mainly me yelling at him for being late. For example, like this podcast, he was late. He is always late. Always late. Always late. Very seldom is he on time or early. And
Okay,
he get ready than a woman. He was like the diva in our group.
Oh, so Marcus, that's your diva name then. Okay, now we know.
I'm just kidding.
When we went that trip to Morocco, it was we found a really good deal. Unfortunately, Rachel didn't get as cheap as we did, but the $617 flying out of Knoxville, that was super cheap. It was like, it wasn't going to last that long. And then that travel company for the four of us, it was 1,049 euros for 7 days, include a hotel, breakfast.
Per person, though.
Yeah, per person. Yeah, per person. 1,049 euros per person, and included a hotel, your personal driver, who is also an interpreter, and include your breakfast every morning. Which breakfast was always like a big breakfast. I mean, it's not American breakfast, but it's still a big breakfast, and then also included a dinner. And we went to we got picked up in Casablanca, and we went to. I mean, there's other cities that we went to, but the main ones was like Rabat, the Blue City, Fez. We went to the Sahara Desert. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but Dads. And then we also went to Marrakesh at the end. So we flew into Casablanca and we flew out of Marrakesh.
Marrakesh, that's cool. Okay, so this is one question for everybody, and we'll start with Carlos. What's one word to describe the trip? One word.
One word? I was going to actually use one of the Moroccan words, but I don't even remember.
What's the Morocco?
I was just going to say yes, because, I mean, yes in everything. The food, right? I gotta mention this about the food. If you want to if you want to go to Morocco, the question I'm asking, I'm telling you is yes. That's what it is.
Okay.
I think the most that we paid for food for 6 people. I don't even think we even hit like $50.
I like that because I always tell people to say yes to travel. So Rachel, what's your one word to describe the trip?
Life altering.
Nice. Hanna, how about you?
I'm going to say magical.
Ooh, I like that. Magical. Like you were a Disney princess going to Morocco. You could relive one moment, something that happened on the trip, the one thing that you could do again today. What would it be? Rachel, you want to jump in?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the rooftop on Fez. The moon was full, surrounded by now family and friends, and we just had a really great time.
How about you?
Yeah, I have to say the same thing. That was amazing. That was amazing. I mean, it was like perfect, and it was like the weather was perfect. Everything was just perfect, perfect, perfect. Right, and I got to watch the soccer game too as well. So it was great.
All right, Hanna, you're up.
Tie, because I really liked Fez, and I really like that last hotel we stayed at in Dodds or Daddas. How do you
Yeah,
say
that
it?
was beautiful.
Yeah, because it was kind of like a Grand Canyon, but you're like in the middle of it, and you're on the side of this. I don't know. I guess you're in like a crevice part. I don't know. It was really neat. But Fez was amazing too. Like everything was amazing. So
So magical and amazing. Good words and life altering. And just say yes. I love it, you guys. Well, thank you so much for coming on here and sharing your Morocco trip with me. I appreciate it. Get Fez Youssef on so we can talk to him and maybe see if we can get some other folks that want to go to Morocco too. Sounds
Perfect.
like it's a great place.
Amazing. Thanks
Yes.
for inviting us.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
for having us.
Absolutely. Y'all have a great day and I appreciate you.
Thank
y'all
you.
so much.
Bye.